What's up, volleyball fans? Rob St. Clair here from the European Volleyball Show, giving you another EuroVolley 2021 preview, looking at Italy on the women's side in Pool C. They're kicking off their tournament August 20th versus Belarus, the reigning bronze medalists from EuroVolley 2019, of course, beating Poland in the bronze medal match after losing to Serbia in the semifinals. They finished second in the World Championships in 2018. They're two-time European champions, the last two coming in 2007 and 2009 back-to-back. So as good and as star-studded as this Italian team is, they actually haven't won a major international tournament since the 2011 FIVB World Cup. So as much hardware as this program has accrued in the last decade, it's been 10 years since they've stood atop the podium. And you better believe that's their goal here in these European Championships. As at the time of this recording, Italy's getting ready for the quarterfinals of the Olympic Games. So we'll see how that goes, of course. One of the favorites there have been playing like it so far. But EuroVolley Gold is a very real goal for Italy this year in 2021. We have to talk about Paola Egonu. Of course, she's had a phenomenal year carrying her team in the Olympic Games so far. And of course, the MVP of the CEV Champions League for Imoko Conegliano this club season. Her and so many of her Italian national team teammates made very deep runs in club this year. Some interesting roster notes to point out about what we've seen from Italy in the Olympics so far. After in Volleyball Nations League, they didn't send most of their top team. At setter, we've mostly seen Ofelia Malinov so far, although Alessia Oro has come in and been very capable. They have a lot of middles, one of the very few teams to bring 4 middle blockers to the Olympics and only 3 outside hitters. We've seen Sarah Farr, Anna Danesi, Christina Kirikella, Raffaella Foley, all on the Olympic roster, and they've got even more than that. So I'm curious to see the distribution of positions they bring to EuroVolley this year. At the outside hitter position, we've got to talk about Caterina Bassetti, who has emerged as one of the best all-around players on the planet and has really introduced a steady presence at the outside hitter spot for Italy, which has enabled them to only bring 3 outsides to the Olympics. They won't have those roster restrictions in EuroVolley, but it's nice to have that for Italy, with Bassetti able to do absolutely everything. Such a good all-around, all-phase player. And at the other one, we've seen a combination of the captain Miriam Silla and the young 21-year-old Elena Pietrini, just to give some different looks. Pietrini a little bigger, Silla a little more dynamic, and of course one of the best liberos of all time in Monica De Gennaro. So this Italian team is championship built. They are championship tested, and in a handful of tournaments, like we mentioned, they haven't quite been able to get across the finish line in first place in a tournament in quite some time. So we'll see how their Olympic journey finishes up. But shortly after that, they'll have a pretty quick turnaround. Like I mentioned, August 20th, they begin the pool play phase in Croatia in this edition of EuroVolley. And they have one of the easier pool draws in Pool C. I expect them to win that pool and put themselves in position to make a very deep run towards the podium and perhaps a championship this year across all of Europe. So Italy, a serious contender, a team popular globally throughout the world. Very interested to follow their EuroVolley journey after their Olympic journey and see what they can accomplish here in the year 2021. Stay tuned to all the CEV platforms and subscribe here on YouTube for a lot more content leading up to the European Championships. We'll see you next time.